4 billion people watched the last FIFA World Cup. That's more than half the people alive on Earth. And here's the crazy part. A huge chunk of them had no idea what was happening on that pitch. They just watched anyway, because something about this game pulls people in whether they understand it or not. But imagine actually knowing what's going on. Imagine watching a match and understanding every decision, every rule, every moment of tension, and actually feeling it the way the rest of the world does. That's exactly what this video is going to do for you. By the end of the next 10 minutes, you'll understand how the game works, what all those rules actually mean, why players do the things they do, and why this sport has a grip on humanity that nothing else even comes close to. Let's start with the most basic question of all. What is football really? 2 teams, 11 players each, 1 ball, 2 goals, 90 minutes. The team that scores more goals wins. That's it. That's the entire game. Now before you say, that sounds simple, here's the twist. In a typical professional football match, the average number of goals scored is 2.7. Sometimes it's 0. Sometimes it's 1. Occasionally it's 5. What that means is that for most of a football match, nothing is going in the net. And yet, somehow, hundreds of millions of people are glued to their screens. That tells you something important. Football isn't about goals. It's about everything that leads up to them. The tension, the build-up, the moment before. That's where the sport lives. Think of it like a chess match played at full speed, in the rain, with 22 athletes and a referee who half the crowd wants to fire. Now let's talk about the pitch. That's what they call the field. Not a field, not a court, a pitch. It's a large rectangular grass surface, roughly 105 meters long and 68 meters wide. At each end, there's a goal. 2 posts with a crossbar and a net behind it. Each goal is 7.3 meters wide and 2.4 meters tall. Here's something most beginners don't realize. The goalkeeper, the player who defends the goal, is the only player on the field allowed to use their hands. And only inside a specific marked area called the penalty area. Outside that box, hands down. No exceptions. Every other player on the pitch uses only their feet, their chest, their head, or their knees to control the ball. And somehow, with just their feet, the best players in the world can do things that look physically impossible. Messi dribbling past 5 defenders. A long-range strike that bends through the air and curls into the top corner. Your brain tells you that shouldn't work. Physics tells you otherwise. Here's how a match is structured. 90 minutes total. Split into 2 halves of 45 minutes each, with a 15-minute break in the middle called half-time. But here's something that confuses almost everyone new to the game. The clock never stops. So far, you've learned the foundation of football. You know that it's played between 2 teams of 11 players. You know why the game is about more than just goals. You know how the pitch is laid out, why the goalkeeper is special, and how a 90-minute match is structured. But here's the thing. We've barely scratched the surface, because understanding football isn't just about knowing the field or the players. The real game begins when the rules start to take over. In the next part, we're diving into the moments that confuse almost every new fan. How goals are scored, why penalties make entire stadiums hold their breath, and the one rule that has been driving football fans crazy for over 100 years, offside. Trust me, if you've ever watched football and thought, wait, why was that goal disallowed? You're going to want to see what's next. Click part 2, and let's keep going.